Good day to you and how you be, everybody? Anatole here and welcome to Taino Inc. You guys checked it out? I got that brick panels on the wall. Looks pretty nice. Believe it or not, I just picked them up from the garbage. Somebody came, brought them down. I saw him when he was bringing them down. I said, ooh, they was right next to my shop. Whoa, once he brought all of them down, I brought them all in and hooked it up a little. Like the view, like it, nice. As you guys know that it's been already 3 months since I sold my 4-color press, and I picked up a 6-color press with a 6-station from Anatole Equipment, and now I could give a little review on this amazing 6-color press. Let's talk about the Anatol Thunder. Okay, here it is right here. Check this baby out. Beautiful. When we took it out of the crate, it was so heavy. Even to take the print heads out, only 2 of us, I hurt my back. Oh, that was killing my back for weeks. I didn't know it was that heavy. But what surprised me the most, how light it is after you assemble the whole thing. Light, but this baby over here is a beast. This could last for a long time. Very sturdy, strong press. And when I mean strong and sturdy press, one of the main things is the pallet arm. This here, no deflection whatsoever, very strong, and it helps when you're printing. There's no movement, so great, very strong. When it comes to the pallets or platen, however you want to call them, what I like is that the Anatol Thunder comes 16 by 22. On my other press I had, I only were able to go 16 by 16. I couldn't go bigger than that. And this lets you do some big prints because it's almost 20, it's 22 inches. And usually, you know, our film is 13 by 19. So that 19 is gonna fit on the pallet perfectly, let you get big images on shirts. And again, not only that it's a heavy and sturdy press, but how light it is amazing. When you bring in your screen down, all you gotta do is bring it up a little and that's it. Just by itself, you can just hold it down a little and that's it. Very light. The other part is the rotary of the press. So light. So light. It's unbelievable how light it is. It helps you when you're printing a lot of shirts that you don't have to be pushing and dragging, but it stops right there wherever you want it, bam, perfect. The other thing I'm really impressed with is the clamps for the pallets. It has a slide pallet, you release, out. And if you're gonna bring them back in, slide in and lock like that. Better than the other one I had that was down here, 2 of them, big knobs down here where it was kind of tough. But the other part that I like is that if you notice, by not having those 2 knobs here from the clamp, when you bring in your shirt in, you ain't gonna have no issues with it. It's just gonna go right through here, much easier. I'm using a medium shirt and look how easy. No problem going in like the other one that had these 2 big clamps from the clamp, these big knobs that used to just get hooked in there, but here it just goes right through. Right through. The other part is when you're about to bring the press down, how easy it is just to get it in there. See how where it just falls, has these 2 little wheels here in the middle. Easy, it's not like looking, where is it falling there? No, once you bring it down, that's it. Next, let's talk about the side clamps. You see how smooth it rotates? Oh man, the rotation of the print heads are so smooth. But let's talk about side clamps. Always wanted side clamps. One thing with them is that when I had the rear clamp, that used to leave my screen always a little higher on the front than at the end, always a little. It was very hard to keep that screen nice and level. But with the side clamps, it helps because once you bring it down, you could adjust and it keeps it nice and level, that screen. It's not a little bit higher here or lower in the rear, nice and level. The other thing I noticed I did from the beginning was setting up the side clamps on all 6 pallets and each individual on every 6 pallets. So like that, once you put your screen, that off contact is gonna always be there. Once you do the registration, which we're gonna talk about that right now, everything will be in its place. You don't have to touch it again. You don't have to do it like when the rear clamps, I used to put it in and then it was always, I have to adjust it, I adjust the off contact. But once you set it up, every time you're using your screen, most likely you don't even have to touch the off contact no more. The other thing I did was setting up the side clamps. If you're just using always the side screens like the way I use it, 20 by 24 screens, then all you have to do is get all 6 print heads and just align them up that all your screens, every time you don't have to be playing around with the side clamp, moving it here, moving it there. No, just set it up in a way that every side clamp is just same distance of the pallet and your screen is gonna fit there and you never have to be moving it around unless you're doing something else. But usually, once you put it in and you register the film properly in the exposure unit, you will never have to be messing around with this. And now let's talk about the star of the press, and it's the micro registration. Incredible. The micro registration, very, very simple. So before you start messing around with the registration, this part of the setup, make sure that your micro registration, all of them are aligned in the box, right in the middle. Move it, make sure that it is perfect there, all of them. So when you're gonna start, you're starting from straight from that point. Don't have this box all the way over here, that one different. All the other presses has to be right there in the middle. So these are the micro registration here. This is to loosen it up a little. Then this one over here is part of the tilt, the screen, and this is the off contact right here. This is where you want to loosen up, bring it down or up a little. And then the micro registration here, and this one to move left or right. This one you're gonna move up or down on the left side, up or down on the right side. Very easy, and what I like is that you could do it like this and it's just moving very, very slowly. And finally, the laser light, the bonus of the laser light. Has 4 lasers, which it will help you just align everything, even chest or in the middle. So many things you could do with the laser light, especially when I'm doing numbers for jerseys. This is just on the money, these 4 laser lights. So yes, that's the review of the Anatol Thunder. For me, it's one of the best machines I've seen in the market. And if you're thinking about it, go for it. I'll get a question asked from people on what's the difference between the Anatol Lightning and Anatol Thunder. I really don't know. The only thing I saw difference was that the Thunder has 2 springs. And the Lightning, I think, only has 1. That's the only thing I've seen a little different. But you gotta check everything else. Maybe a little smaller, I don't know. But that's the only difference that I got, was that this has 2 springs on the print head and the Lightning only has 1. But everything else is amazing. I'm so happy with this press that I'm gonna be having this for a long, long time. So if you like this video, press that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Be thankful always, be grateful always, and just let God take you on the ride. Peace out.